Hello, book lovers. I'm Kiki. Welcome back to my little corner on the internet. We are looking at what I'll be reading in March in this video. And I had wanted to use my TBR jar for this. However, I have no clue where it is. So we are going to use my wheel again. It's fun this way anyway, so we're good. But if you have any prompt ideas, please leave them down in the comments because I will either have to redo my TBR jar or I need new prompts to sort of fill it up anyway when I do find it. I have an idea where it could be. However, finding it there, not gonna be easy. But anyway, I am honestly going to just start spinning this wheel because it's gonna take a while anyway, and oh my god, that means I have to read babble. Okay, but let's just quickly say how February went because it most definitely did not go the way that I had planned or wanted it to. I just didn't read that much, and that's okay. That's fine. I am going to try to finish The Iron Crown by L.L. McRae today, so I have at least that off of my TBR completely as well. And then I technically have 3 books from my February TBR that I haven't even touched yet, and I'm quite frankly just going to be moving them to March and hope that I will get to try them or read them completely. And I will probably start with one of them tomorrow anyway because I'm really excited to read it and I really need to get going on that. Anyway, I'm also officially like what? I a good amount of books behind schedule. 7 books behind schedule on my reading goal. So that's something I'm going to be hopefully changing in March. We will see. I do not know. But however it goes, I have made progress, which is honestly the important bit. Like I recounted and I realized, oh, I never had 30 shelves with unread books on it. It was 29, so I deleted shelf 30. But I also managed to just delete 2 shelves from the wheel because I finished all of the books on it, which I'm like so happy about. Oh, nice. I can't even say like how happy I am about the fact that I managed to finish 2 shelves, one of them being the Olivier Blake shelf and one shelf being my Kira Licht shelf. I love that I have a whole shelf just filled with Kira Licht books and I don't even own all of her books. But we're gonna move on to spinning the book wheel. And I'm gonna do 10 books again because that I think is always a really nice number, whether I do end up reading all of them or not. But something that I'm really proud of is that while the book wasn't on my TBR for February, I did reread Air of Fire by Sarah J. Maas. So I am now finally going to be starting the books in the Throne of Glass series that I have not read before. And I am hopeful that no matter what... Oh my god, one... Oh! Never mind. No matter what books I'll be choosing with my wheel, I will be reading. I don't even know what the 4th one is called, like Queen of Shadows? I don't know. Anyway, I really hope I'll be reading the next Throne of Glass this month. Well, in March. I also managed to finish the Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, which is amazing. I started a series, like a German series where I only have the first book. It's a duology. No clue when I'm going to be continuing that series, but the physical book is off my shelves and I'm so happy. And I am officially done with, okay, have a lot of like the same numbers for the books, but I'm going to grab them and then we'll see what I'll be reading. Like, these are the numbers. I don't know if you guys can see that, but let's quickly grab them. Okay. I always kind of like forget how big of a pile 10 books can be, but let's show these in no particular order. So, really happy about this one. This is volume 6 in My Gently Raised Beast, and I really wanted to continue with this manhwa anyway, so I was planning on reading this regardless. So, love that for me. I just hit myself with the book. Okay. I don't even really know where to put them. I'm just gonna put them on the cart and hope they don't fall. Maybe this way around. I also sort of like cheated a little bit with some of these books because it wouldn't have worked out because I would have had to read like so many other books, like reread so many books. So I just chose a different one off the shelf. But I also have The Court of Miracles by Kester Grant. It's set in the French Revolution, apparently. I have no idea what this is about, so we're just gonna go with it. I've got Moby Dick by Herman Melville, which is going to absolutely kill me. It is probably the biggest classic I have on my TBR, but at least it's gonna be gone. Again, I have no like delusions about the fact that this will either take me all month or I will DNF it. There's only those two options. I DNF'd Great Expectations. Yep, that was the book, because I couldn't do it. So then this is one of the books that I cheated because otherwise I would have had to read the third, Apprentice to the Villain, and I am waiting for the fourth one to come out, which should be soonish. But then I need to reread the first two, read the third, and then read the fourth. And I sort of want to do that close together. So instead I chose the book before that, which is The Mermaid, the Witch, and the Sea by Maggie Tokuda Hall, and I've had this on my TBR for way too long anyway, so I'm really excited to read this and see what I think. And then I've got a German book called Kornkampf, Geschmiedetes Schicksal by Valentina Fast. And I have no idea what this is about, to be completely honest. It seems like someone needs to become queen or something to keep her magic and her heart. I don't know. I really do not know what this is about. 2 magical thrones. Yeah, we'll see what happens. No clue. Then I've got Vanitas, Grau wie Asche, which is the second book in the Vanitas trilogy by Ursula Poznanski, and I'm really excited to read this. I'm going to be completely honest, I don't know if I'm actually going to finish this because the first one was sort of stop and go for me, but we will see. I'm hoping I like it, given that I still have another Ursula Poznanski on my TBR from February. I'm going to have to read 2 of those, which is going to be interesting. Then I've got Amerikanisches Idyll by Philip Roth. I don't actually know what it is called in English. But I am going to be 100% honest and tell you that I'm probably going to see if I can grab the English audiobook to this and just listen to the audiobook, because I got this as a present, which it was a really cute birthday present when I turned 25, and my aunt got me 3 books. One of them was a bestseller when I was born. One of them my mom read while pregnant with me, and the third one was a book that came out the year I was. I'm not 100% sure what the third book was, but this was one of those books. And because, or maybe one that she read when she was my age. No, I don't quite remember what it was, or when I was born, something like that. Really cute. I still have the card where I can read up on that actually. But I got all of these books in German because they would have read them in German. But I really would rather probably read it in English. So I will probably just listen to it, but progress. And then this is another one that I technically cheated on because I otherwise would have had to read a different book. That will take me a long time, and I'm reading the second book in the series from February, now in March, and I've been wanting to read this anyway. So If I Keep His Daughter by Angeline Woolley. I have no idea how to pronounce that name. I am so sorry. But another one of those books that I've been really wanting to read. Semi-unsure of, to be honest, a little bit like The Vanishing Half, which I did enjoy quite a bit. So excited to finally get to this. Nope, that doesn't fit. Okay. And then the last 2 books. Is this the first one? I think this is the first one. Actually, I think I may have put them on the shelf the wrong way. One second. Yeah, so actually I think this is the first book, and it's called The Hand of the Sun King by J.T. Greathouse, and I'm so bad at this. I really should be reading what these are about before I try to film these videos. But anyway, so basically my name is Wen Atler. My name is Foolish Cur. All my life I have been torn between 2 legacies, that of my father, whose roots trace back to the right hand of the emperor, that of my mother's family, who reject the oppressive empire and embrace the resistance. Oh, shit. I can choose between them, between protecting my family or protecting my people, or I can search out a better path, a magical path filled with secrets, unbound by empire or resistance, which could shake my world to its very foundation. But my search for freedom will entangle me in a war between the gods themselves. Oh my god, I hope I enjoy this. This sounds right up my alley. So this is book 1, this is book 2, and then I think there's also technically a third one that I don't own though. So there we go. God, I hope I like that. That sounds so cool. And then the first book that the wheels chose for me will be Babel, however you want to say it, by R.F. Kuang. I have tried it before. I was not in the mood back when I tried it for the first time, which was devastating, but I am... That's 2 books set in the 1800s. That is 2... Wrong, that is 2 books set in 1828. Babel, and The Court of Miracles, which is interesting, I guess. But hopefully I will be able to read it and enjoy it this time, because I really liked the concept of it. Mind you, I bought this when it came out, so you can imagine how long I've had it for. I'm gonna ignore that. Oops. But those would be the books that I will be doing my absolute best to read in March. Some of them will be really easy. Others, I'm going to be completely frank, are not going to be that easy for me to read. Some might be DNFs. Who knows, maybe one will become a new favorite. I really hope it will. But that would be my March TBR. I would show it to you, but I don't have it set up properly yet. Also, they're too heavy to pick up again. Maybe I can. Google? Yeah, so these three. Finishing today. 3 I was supposed to be reading in February. I'm sorry. And then the new ones. Hopefully that'll work. But I'll see you in my next video, hopefully. No idea when that's coming, but it will be coming. Okay, bye!